good public speaker, so you are all in your underwear right now. I did not grow up with Brett like my fiance did. I met Brett 6 years ago when I started dating Kevin, and we went to More Than Pizza, and I'm not a fan of More Than Pizza too much anymore. And he said, well, we can go somewhere else that you want to go. And I just thought, wow, like not too many people would accommodate you on what you can have or what you won't have. And that's always something I remembered about him, is that whenever we were eating something that I couldn't have or didn't want, he would always offer me an alternative. And I just thought that was so kind to do so, because not many people do that. My stories aren't funny, by the way. That's just what I remember of Brett. A few years ago, I was at the gym, and I get in my car and I started and I drive out onto Clovis Avenue, and it's going 20 miles an hour, jerking back and forth, back and forth. And I thought, okay, well, Kevin's at work and I know he's not gonna be able to get to me in enough time, so I'll call Brett. I'll just give him a shot. And it was actually the day he got sent home on suspension, I think, for Madeira, for a shirt that he wore or something. Yeah. Yes. So he comes and he helps me, and he's telling me, you caught me on a good day. I was home. I got sent home from work, and I was like, oh, you're not feeling good? He was all, F them. And I was like, oh, okay. And so he helps me with my car, and he's telling me what it needed. He's talking to me, and he has this, honey, what's it called? Yeah, he has a diag, and he sticks it in, and I'm like, whoa, that's pretty cool. And he's like, yeah, I'm thinking about giving it to Kevin. And he goes, don't sell anything. I'm gonna, it's gonna be a surprise. I was like, okay, but he helped me with my car. We got it working. Everything's fine. He leaves. I get in my car and I drive back onto Clovis Avenue. It does the same thing. So I was like, okay, I'll pull back into the gym parking lot and leave my car here. And Brett got me, took me home, and I was like, thank you so much for helping me. I really, really appreciate it. He's like, well, Kevin loves you, so I love you. And it meant a lot to me. He was a huge, huge part of our lives ever since me and Kevin have got together. I mean, he went out to breakfast with us. We went out to breakfast, I think, with Dennis one time to Visalia, wherever it was. We went out to breakfast. We went out to dinner. The last few years, we had our son 2 years ago, and so the last few years was kind of rough. I don't know if you guys remember the toddler stage. My boy is rambunctious, and so it's hard to have other people over for dinner. I wish I would have had him over more for dinner, but he was a huge part of our lives. And yes, he was one of the very first people to know about our son, and it meant a lot to me. And it was hard to see him in the hospital like that, because I didn't want to remember him like that. But after hearing everything today, I don't think I'm going to. I'll remember him calling and saying, I'm sorry I didn't come to the baby shower. What do you want? What do you need? And I was like, just get a diaper pail. Big deal. And so now we can treasure that diaper pail forever, even though we do need a new one, but it's okay. We'll keep it forever. But I enjoyed hearing everybody's stories about Brett, because he was a really good man. He was a really good person. And yes, it was a horrible accident, but he definitely won't be remembered for that. So that's something that really makes me happy for him. So thank you.